Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Alina, and in today's tutorial I will show you how to create this gorgeous pendant. We're going to use 14mm Rivoli, and this is how it's looking in the back. What I wanted to say, if you are new to beading and you never bezel again, don't worry, I will guide you step by step. And it's not a very friendly beginner project, but I think I trust you, and I totally think you can make it. After we're going to bezel the Rivoli in the middle, we're going to add some super duos and some 3mm pearls that you can substitute with any 3mm beads you have. It can be fire polish, it can be crystals if you want to make it more sparkling, and I think it's elegant, it's dainty, it's not very big. Let's check the materials. You're going to be needed the Fireline, a beading thread, any beading thread. I'm using Fireline 6LB crystal color. I need 15 Toho seed beads and some 11 Miyuki, so the square one. So we'll use this to make the bezel, and 11 Toho, some super duo. I'm using this gorgeous pinkish and green color, 3mm pearls, but you can substitute with any crystals or beads you have that they are 3mm. You're going to need the Rivoli crystal, 14mm. This is crystal honey color. It's a Rivoli, and a beading needle, and the jump ring that I'm going to be use it as a not clasp, but bail, sorry. And I like to use double jump ring, because this way I make sure the thread is not going to get out from the jump ring. So let's get started. Start by adding 180 centimeter or 60-70 inches of thread, and then you're going to pick up 36 Miyuki seed beads, so not the Toho, the Miyuki. And I suggest you count twice to make sure you have 36, because this is the amount we need for our 14mm Rivoli. And we're going to form a circle, and we're going to leave a tail, but not very big, maybe 10 centimeter or 5-7 inches maximum. And I'm just going back through all the beads again, and I want to make sure I don't skip any of it, because we're going to start to make our bezel. Now I will go all the way back through all the beads. So go through this like this. Don't over pull, but don't leave it too loose. Almost there. And I will go to a couple of more, and that's it. I form my circle. So this is it. So now we are going to pick up a Miyuki seed bead, and we're going to skip one bead and go through the next one. So skip this one and go through the next one, just like this, and pull. And you want to make sure the beads are sitting right next to each other. They are overlapping like this. Let's see what it is. There you have it. You see, there are two of them. They are sitting like this, right next to one another. I'm going to pick up another one, another Miyuki bead, seed bead. I'm going to skip one and go through the next one, just like this. I'm going to pull, and again I want to make sure my beads are staying on top of each other. like this. You have two, then one, then two again. Pick up another Miyuki bead, skip one, go through the next. You can do it with Toho, but you need to be very to have a little bit of experience actually with the bezels, but you can substitute the Miyuki with Toho 11.0. But I love the Miyuki because they are square shape and they make the bezel look more elegant, and it's easier to create with the Miyuki actually. So you're going to do this until the last bead here, and I will meet you in a second to show you what's the next step. Welcome back. So I finished adding the second row of Miyuki, and I have one more left to add. We will add it together. So pick up a Miyuki, you're going to skip a bead, and you're going to the next one, just like this. And you're going to pull, and now we're going to step up. So we're going to go through the second row of beads, of seed beads right here. So I'm going through this one, so I can add my 15 now. I'm going to pull, and now you're going to pick up a 15 Toho bead, and you're just going through each one of this Miyuki that's on the outside layer here. So when I'm doing like this, I like to curve it already, so I will just gently press with my thumb like this to make it shape like a circle, which is going to help me. So just pick up 15 seed beads and go through each of these Miyuki seed beads here, just like this. By doing this, you're going to decrease the size of the bezel, so it will cup and the crystal will stay nice and snug. There you have it. Go through the next one. So again, you're going to do this until the last one here, and I will meet you in a minute, and then we're going to add another row of 15. Welcome back. Let's add the last 15 from this round together. So I'm picking up 115. I'm going through this Miyuki, and then I wanna step up. So I have to go through the first 15 that we added in this round, just like this. So now we have only one round of 15 on the back or front. It can be whatever you want this. I want to add another round of 15. So you're going to pick up a 15, and this time you're exiting the 15 from the previous round. You're going to the next 15, just like this. So you're not working with the Miyuki anymore. So just go like this and pull. This is the second row of 15 we're going to add. Okay, another 15 go through this one right here, another 15 just like this. Once you get the hang of it, you will make it actually pretty fast. But I remember my first days in bezeling were a torture. I struggle with the tension. Either I make it too tight or too loose, and it took a while until I figuring out or understanding how tight it should be. It shouldn't be too tight or too loose actually. And after you make a couple of them, you will realize on your own exactly how it should be. So you're going to do the same thing until you finish this round, and I will see you in a minute. So let's add the last 50 now from the second round. So I will pick up a 50 now, and then I will go through this. Now you have to pay attention. You go through this 50 now, right here. Don't confuse it with this from the second row. So I'm going through both of them because I want to step up, just like this. So actually you'll go through the one from the previous round and the first one you add from this round. So now I have 2 rounds of 50 on the back. So I want to show you with another color, maybe it's easier to follow. Now you're going to pick up 350 seed beads. You're going to skip one that's coming out like this and go through the next one, just like this. You see? Now you're going to pick up 350 seed beads. I'm not going through the next one that's sticking out like this. I'm going through the other one. By skipping one, we are making sure we are closing the bezel more and more. Now pick up 3 more 50 skip this one, go through the other one like this. 3 more, skip one, go through the other one. Okay, so you're going to do this until the end, and again I will see you in a minute. Let's add this last 3 seed beads together. So I picked up 350 now. You're going to skip this one and go through the other 50 now. This a gold color I have here. Now normally I will move here to the middle of one of these 3 and continue bezeling on the back, but in my experience I notice it's easier if I add around the 50 in the front too. So now I will just wave my way around like this, and I will even change the direction so it's easier for me to add the beads. And I want to exit one of the Miyuki in front, one of them that's sticking out. You can see which one they are popping out like this. So now I will add around the 50 the gold one, in between each of this Miyuki. So basically we are adding a row of 50 in front of the bezel, and then we will add one more, but now for the moment I like to add one and then finish the work on the back of the bezel, so I can snug the bezel around the crystal. So pick up another 50 now, and you're going through all the Miyuki that's sticking out like this. Okay, so I guess now you know what you have to do, so I will see you in a second again. Now I have one more 50 in the front to add, so I will pick a 50 go through this Miyuki, and you can step up if you want to add another round here of 50 but I prefer to wave my way back again through the back of the bezel, and this time I want to exit one of this, actually the middle bead from this 3 that we add earlier. So as you can see we have clusters of 3 Toho beads. I want to exit the middle one of the middle, so I will flip my direction of thread again and I will go through this, so just like this. Now I will change the color so you see better. Now I will be picking up only 2 50 and I will go through the next middle 50 from these 3 groups that we added, the bronze one. You see, just like this. Now I will pick up 2 more 15 ounce and go through this middle seed beads right here. By doing this, as you can see, we close the gap even more, and we cup the bezel, go through this one like this, and now I am starting to pull a little bit more to make it more tight. Go through this middle one right here, the bronze one. Okay, so keep doing this, and I will meet you in a minute to put the bezel inside and see how it looks. Welcome back. Now we've been adding this 250 now instead of 3. I'm on my last round, and I want you to look very closely here. So I want to go through this one right here, the middle one. Okay, and then I will be stepping up and go through one of the 15 that we just added. And now I will put my crystal, which it has to be like this. The part that you have only 150 now, it will be the front now, and I'm just arranging it with my thumb and make sure it's popping. If it's still loose, which it's kind of is in my situation, it's no problem. I will tighten it right now. So now let's see where we at. You should go through the next 15 also, so go through both of them just like this and pull. So now I just want to reinforce and tight this in the back. So what I will do, I will go through all the gold 15 one more time like this, and I'm going to pull. Skip the bronze, go through all the gold ones 15 and pull. And you're going to do this 2-3 times until you will notice every time you do this, the beads are coming closer and closer, and it will make the bezel snug and tight. And after you've done this at least 2 times, I will meet you in a minute again, and we will go in front of the bezel. As you can see, it's a bit sloppy here, and we're going to add another round of 15. Welcome back. So I tied the back as tight as I could, and now I'm just waving my way around until I will go through the front of the bezel. So let's see. I'm exiting this bead. It's not a specific method. You just follow your thread and wave around until you going to, but to be in front. I always like to change the thread path here because I like to work clockwise. So I'm just going like this, and now I'm exiting one of the 15 now from the front, and now we're going to add another 15 now. So pick up a 15 now and go through the next one just like this. And pull. Pick up another 15 now, go through the next one and pull again. And we're going to do this all the way around, and it's going to pull the bezel in front, so it will cover the front of the crystals also very good, just like this. If you finish this round and you find that your crystal is still loose, the best way to snug to snug it up, it's to go 1 or 2 times around the bezel, around this area where is the Miyuki. I found out if I do this, my bezel will be super tight. But don't overdo it, because anyway we have to embellish the crystal. So we will go around the Miyuki anyway to add our super duos and the rest of the beads. So as you can see, this is what I'm doing. So I'm pulling inwards all the 15 now that they look like they are separate from the work, and I'm just pulling like this. So keep doing one round, and I will meet you in a minute to show you how we're going to embellish this crystal. So now that we finish with embellishing the front part of the bezel, I want you to exit one of the Miyuki right here, and I will show you immediately which one I want you to exit. So as you can see, you have two. Let me put in the zoom. You have two Miyuki, and then one, and then two, and then one, because we add only one row of Miyuki when we embellish this. So I want you to exit the one that's standing alone, not one of these two, just one of this that doesn't have a pair. So in my case, if I go like this, let's see, this one, it's good. This one is alone. I have two here and two here. Okay, so I'm exiting one of this single Miyuki seed beads. Then I will be picking up super duo, a 15-0, and another super duo. So this is my my beads, and then I will go through the next Miyuki that's alone. So I'm exiting this one. Actually, I think, let me check. Yeah, so I will go through this one. You see, this is the lonely one, because after it, it's come two. So I will go through this one, just like this. And I'm going to pull. And I'm going to pull a little bit tight to make sure they sit nice and snug. Then I will pick up an 11-0. My thread likes to come out. I will pick up an 11-0 this time. And you cannot see very good where you're exiting. You're exiting this one. So you'll go through the next one. This is the one. You see you have two here. You're going to skip. You go through the next one. Just like this. And again, you're going to pull. And make sure this, like a bow, it stays like this. Now you're going to repeat this process all over. So you're going to pick up a super duo, a 15-0, and another super duo. I'm exiting this Miyuki here. Then I see two of them. I will skip them and go through the next one. It's kind of the one that's popping out. Let's see if my needle will listen to me, like this. Okay, and then I'm going to pull, and again I will arrange it so I make sure they are nice and snug, just like this. Now you're going to pick up an 11-0. Let me show you again. We are exiting this. We are exiting this Miyuki. Then comes two ones. I'm skipping those. Go through the next one that's alone here. And I'm pulling again. Okay. A super duo, a 15-0, and another super duo. I'm going through this one right here. Okay. Pull, arrange them, and pull tight. then 11 let's see, this is where my thread is exiting. I will go to the next one. It's easier if you move this one so you can see actually better where your thread is exiting and where you have to go, because you can always arrange them back in this at this level. So you will be doing this until you finish the whole Rivoli circle, and I will meet you right back to show you what's the next step. So I'm pulling like this. As you can see, the 11 it's hidden between this ears of a super doll, so it's here. You cannot, you see it if you look like here like this, you'll see it here. So keep doing around and I will meet you to add the last one in a minute. Welcome back. So I finished adding my 11. Now I'm going to pick up a super duo, a 15 and another super duo. Let's see, my thread is exiting this Miyuki right here, and I will go through this one. You see, I'm exiting here, I will go through this one. But while I'm doing this, I want to make sure I'm not going through any super duo or thread that's connecting the first cluster of beads we added. And now we finish with the super duos, but of course we need to add, make sure the thread is staying straight now with this, and I need to add the 11. I still need to add the 11 between the last one we add and the first ones. So let's see, I hope you can see my thread is exiting this Miyuki right here, so I will go through this one just like this, and I'm pulling carefully, and that's it. So this is the formation of super duos we have. Now we want to embellish it even more, and we're going to add pearls. So I want you to exit this super duo right here. So how I'm going to do this, I'm just going through the down hole of the super duo the closest I have, like this, and then through the upper hole of the same super duo, and I will connect it with the next super duo upper hole. So from now on we're going to be working only with the upper hole of the super duos. And now I will pick up a 15 a 3mm bead. In my case it's a pearl. You can add bicons, you can add fire polish, whatever you want, and another 15. So I have a 15, a pearl, and a 15, and I will go through the next super duo upper hole right here, you see, just like this. And I want to step up actually, so I will go through the next super duo also, and I'm going to pull. Don't over pull, so it's not going to curve a lot. And as you can see, when we add this, it's making the super duo stay to sit nice and straight. So again, I will pick up a 15, a pearl, and the 15. I'm going through the next super duo upper hole, and I will step up through the next one also. Again, a 15, a pearl, a 3mm, and a 15. I will go through the next one and the next one like this. If it's hard, you can make one by one, and I'm going to pull. So there you have it. This is the sequence, and you're going to be doing this until here at the end, of course, and then I will meet you right back to show you how to add the bail, which is super easy. So see you in a second. Welcome back. So let's add the last embellishment with pearl together. So pick up a 15, then a pearl, a 3mm pearl, and another 15, and I will go through the next super duo, and I will stop right here because this is the last embellishment we have to do, and I will be pulling like this, and this is it. So we finish embellishing everything. You can add, if you want, you can exit one of this 50 and add 350 more between this tips of the super duo, but I like it more like this. It's emphasized on the pearls more, but as I told you, you can try and you can add any sequence of beads in between these two 50 So now I'm exiting one of this super duo right here. I will just picking up my jump ring, simple, just like this, without anything else, and I will go through the next super duo just like I would add the pearl, and I will pull. Now when you're going to pull, you want to make sure the thread is not twisted, because you want this jump ring to stay perfectly aligned here between these two super duo, just like this. Let's see. I think my thread is twisted. I'm just making sure it's like this, and I will pull gently. There you have it. And now I just have to reinforce everything. So the easy part I found is to just go through this 50 and the pearl, the next pearl, and I will change the direction of the thread. And how I will do that, I will just make a small knot here next to the pearl, just like this, pulling slowly. And now I can go back through the pearl, through the 50 and through the super duo again, right here, the upper hole, and then through the jump ring and through the next super duo upper hole, just like this. Also you can go through this. Oh, it looks like I'm missing a 50 right here. Maybe I will add it right now. 50 a pearl and a 50 yes, and then through the super duo upper hole, this one, and then you can go through the same super duo down hole and the 50 in the middle, right under the pearl. And now you can totally glide through the first through the upper hole here, so not down, upper, and I go back through the jump ring and through the next super duo. So you have two options that you can reinforce this. Either you will make a knot and change the direction of the thread, or you will wave your way around here, and I'm sure you can find a way to reinforce this. I like small jump rings because they look dainty and nice, but you can put whatever jump ring you want. You have to keep in mind the smaller it is, the daintier the necklace that you'll attach must be. So this is the project for today. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button. It helps my channel grow and motivates me a lot, so I can create more designs. So until next week, take care, and see you soon. Bye bye. This hooks for the earrings. So this is the project for today, so let's get started.